Okay, I am welcoming everyone to our community, the platform of success. Okay, now I'm so happy you made it to this place. Okay, but then there is more to getting in than it is not about getting in. Okay, it is about getting the main purpose of you joining the program. You should be able to get it. That is the main purpose. Okay, and that is the most important thing. That is the only way we can feel that we have impacted you. There are people that even though it was a huge discount, right? It was a huge discount, but there are people that could not afford it that time. They struggle to get this money paid. So I expect maximum effort from this type of people, because it is important that no matter how small you pay for something, no matter how small it is to get into a program, you should get result from it. Because it is not about crowd. It is about the result that the crowd can produce. Now you got into this place. Everybody is happy. Yeah, finally I'm about to learn a skill that I can ultimately use to escape the financial crisis that we are presently experiencing in Nigeria. Okay, it's not only Nigeria, it's probably every part of the world. The reason why we're feeling it more in Nigeria is because the system do not pay. The pay is too small compared to the inflation that is occurring. So you are here now. I believe that almost everybody here will have one or two other things that is doing. Either you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you are a whatever you are doing, okay, which is very important. But then I want you to sacrifice specific times. I'm going to be doing this thing. I'm going to give this program 2 hours a day. It's not specific enough. But I'm going to give this program the first 2 hours in the morning. That is when you are specific. You should give specific time to the program so that you attain the maximum benefit that you need to get in the program. I have been in email copywriting for the past 5 years. And I can tell you that if you become good at your skill as an email copywriter, there is no boundary between you and your enemy. It is nearly impossible that you master the skill of selling and you are not able to earn. It is nearly impossible. But then I just received one message this evening now, right? One of my students, he sent me a message that he joined this program some time ago, but he left. You understand? I just received that message. Probably I can even open it. You will see the long message, the long essay he wrote for me here. This is the long essay, right? Let me bring it closer. Maybe you may be able to see it. All right. The reason why I'm telling you this is that a lot of people, you see, he is invited for an interview, right? He's invited for an interview to be a senior copywriter. He's just sending me this. So he enrolled for this program long ago. Then he started the program and he stopped attending activities and he stopped practicing. Now, what is now happening is that he has applied for some jobs. Some jobs, you can apply for some jobs, they will not even get back to you in the next 5 months. But ultimately, they'll get back to you. So the jobs, they reach out to him now. 2 of them reach out to him. He went to the interview and he went and blabbed and just talk rubbish. He failed the interview. Another one is inviting him now. Now he's now asking me, I should go and attend interview for him on his behalf so that we will share the money. He thinks, is it gambling? This is not gambling. This is full-time business. It's not side hustle. If you want to do it, you do it, you put in the energy. And if you put in the energy, the reward you get is going to be greater than whatever any office holder in Nigeria, except politics, right, can pay you. So put in the energy, get the result, and you proceed. Okay? So what I want you to understand is that, especially at the beginning, it's not going to be easy. Some of you may know popcorn effect. If you know popcorn effect? The way popcorn does is that, and that is what I see a lot of people doing in the WhatsApp group now. The way popcorn do is that if you put popcorn in water, it will just blow off in a short time and then it is gone. But if you put some other things in the water, right? Yeah, popcorn, that is what I mean, Abdul Malik, popcorn, yeah. But if you put some other things in fire, it will take some time before it will light off, right? But once it starts, it's going to produce a bigger effect, right? So as you are getting started, it is going to be slightly difficult to learn, to focus on the basics. You have some other things, you are breaking another thing again. It's just like and the way one of my mentors used to describe it is that it's like they have put a heavy rock right before you, and they ask you to push the rock, big rock, and you start pushing it. You start pushing it, the rock is not moving. You start pushing it, the rock is not moving. But the first time that the rock moves once, you will feel like, wow. Well, initially you'll be thinking it's not possible, you cannot move this rock. But wow, once it moves once, you start feeling that, yeah, it's true, this rock can actually move. And that is what happens when you get your first client. This learning phase, definitely you are going to have challenge. You feel, this thing is difficult. You get started, you have to work up at this, you have to do this, you have to do this. I learned copywriting as a medical student, right? Yeah, Malik, yeah. I learned copywriting as a medical student. I'm telling you this here, as I'm telling you a secret here. Right now, I am supposed to be in 500. I am in 500 of a medical student, but I differ my program because of this thing, because I have some things I want to put together, right? Because I know that what I was earning as a medical student, even my professor cannot earn it. As writing emails for foreign clients, even my professors cannot earn it. In the next, if I give my professor 15 years, they cannot earn it. There's no professor that can earn $3,000 in Nigeria, except if he's doing something else. So I differ my medical program and focus on this. In fact, I just left school, Zaria, to this particular Abuja not more than 3 weeks ago, just to settle down and prepare my things. And once my program, I build the business I want to build, I hire the appropriate people, then I would now be able to continue my medical program in one small university that they will not stress me too much. So it is how it is. But when I get started, I used to leave my campus, which is in Shika. If you know Zaria, ABU is in Shika. I used to leave it to Samaru just to come and study books on copywriting. Saturday, Sunday, I'll come on Friday evening till Monday morning before I leave. It was difficult. That is just the truth. But then the reward, if you look at the reward at the end, is big. So why can't you put in the effort and get the result? This is something that, maximum of 60 days, if you're focused, you will start getting results. So why would someone dedicate 60 days to escape this present financial situation that we found ourselves in Nigeria? So basically, what am I telling you is that the beginning is going to be a little bit hard. Yes, that is just the truth. And it is nothing but the truth. At a point, you will even feel like you should stop. But then, if you stop, you definitely are going to start something else. If you attend our webinar, I discussed about the devil's triangle. If you are starting that you are starting from scratch. And it is the reason why statistics have shown that 50% of business, right? 50% of businesses crashes within the first year. And guess what? It is the beginners that usually crash. So once you have gotten started, how will you give up again? 60 days, right? 60 days if you put in energy, reach out. I'm going to show you give you a strategy, a working strategy now. We'll get started. If you put in energy, you start getting your client. Even if it's $100, you start with $100. If you convert it, it's around 170, 180. What is wrong with that? Okay, so right now I am going to go into strategy, but I just want to give you this mindset. You should know that at the beginning is not going to be easy. In fact, even football, that is an entertainment. If you start Start playing football is not easy. If you go to exercise, if you want to start exercise, the first few days is going to be tough. The muscle will be paining you and a lot of other things. But guess what? Over time, you start enjoying it. It is the reason why there's no audio. You guys cannot hear me? Is it that you guys cannot hear me? I can hear you can hear me, right? You should hear me. All right. So if you can hear me, that is cool. All right. All right. That is awesome. So it is what it is. At the beginning, it is going to be a little bit tough, but you put in energy. As you put in energy, you get better, you get better. It is the reason why if you see this thing, my page on Twitter, I say I'm addicted to marketing. It is so sweet. I so much enjoy it because it is something that you are doing it, you are seeing the practical effect, right? Moreover, the reward is good. Okay, so why will you not put in the energy? Then finally, one thing I will tell you is if you are learning copywriting, don't learn copywriting to just learn and get client. Learn copywriting to become a businessman. Learn copywriting to understand the business of copywriting. If you understand the business of copywriting, even if you do not intend to work with clients, you can become a consultant, right? You can start e-commerce. You can do other things. There are many things. You can even start your own agency, have a digital product to promote and all that. So learn copywriting to understand the business of copywriting, not just to understand copywriting and just get client and no. Ultimately, at the end, client will not pay you the amount that is going to be enough for you. Why? Because as you go on, my mentor used to say something that okay, any skill you are learning at all, it has a peak. If you are learning a skill, it has a peak, just like a tailor. If you are learning tailoring and you do not learn the business of tailoring, if you start at your prime, you are sewing 5 clothes in a day, that money will be big money for you when you are starting, right? But over time, that amount you are earning in 5 clothes in a day is not going to be enough for you. And your burdens will be increasing and your strength will be decreasing, which means over time, instead of you to sew 6, 7, you now be decreasing to 4, to 3, and your burden is increasing and the money is nothing for you again. But if you understand the business of tailoring, when you get started, you start selling clothes, the clothes that they need to sew. You start selling all these needles, all those other accessories. Before you know, you have become a business tycoon in tailoring. And that is how you get started. If you are an auto mechanic, you can start selling parts, and before you know, you become a car dealer. And that is how everything is. Don't just learn it to work with clients. Learn the business, engross in it, put in energy, understand it in details. Go into the nitty-gritty. Don't do it the way we do exams, because this is the question that they used to ask. I'll focus on the question that they used to ask. No, do this to master it, to understand it in such a way that if you are speaking, even your client will know that, even if you do not intend to give you job, even the client will know that you know what you are doing. Okay? Mariam, you are not here to present slide. I hope you know, right? So that is how I tell people to learn skills, not just to learn it to start getting some money. No, you should master it actually in reality. All right. So let me get started sharing. Mariam, please take off your screen. Let me get started showing you, sharing you the strategies that we have in place that we are going to be applying. Okay. Uh, Okay. Okay. Can you guys see the screen? Please, if you can see the screen, just type in the message box that you can see the screen. All right. All right. All right. It's awesome. All right. So we call it working strategy. Why do we call it working strategy? It is because this is a pattern that has proven to take someone from zero, someone that has absolutely no knowledge about email copywriting or anything, to hero, which is to become so much so knowledgeable that it is easy for the person to get client, it is easy for the person to interact with the client, it is easy for the person to deliver his project to the client and get reviews and get rewarded and retain his client. So this is what I call the working strategy. Okay, I'm going to go through it. It's not much. Then I'll take you to the drive and show you what I mean. The first thing is, first, you should become a marketer or a copywriter first, and it should be the fastest way. So who is a marketer and who is a copywriter? Now, a copywriter is someone that has the ability to write copy in order to promote product. You can write copy in the form of emails, copy in the form of VSL, which is video sales letter, copy in the form of brochures, copy in the form of cheat sheets that companies can use to market their product. That is a copywriter. But who is a marketer? A marketer is someone that has the ability to come up with strategies. It is like a copywriter plus. A marketer has the ability to think of the possible angles he can use to sell a product, to think of the possible funnel they can use to sell a product, to think of the possible medium that they can use to sell a product, to think of the best format to present a product to the clients. While a copywriter, he just receives instruction and implement the instruction. So between these two, who do you think companies are willing to work with? Companies are more likely to work with marketer than copywriter, because companies want someone that will help people, that will help them check off the burden from them. They want someone that can eliminate all the stress from them, while that is exactly who the marketer is. While copywriter will still need companies to provide them with copy angle, provide them with guide, provide them even with this skeletal framework of that particular work to be done. So you should focus on becoming a marketer, not just a copywriter. Another advantage of being a marketer is that you can be able to create your own business within the copywriting community. This is the benefits of becoming a marketer rather than a copywriter. So the next thing is the step one of becoming a marketer is, one, you master the ingredients using FAC, right? FAC is Foreign Approach to Copywriting, which the name and the book has been updated to $0 to $500 copywriting secret, right? You master the ingredients. There are ingredients you need to have at your fingertip. Okay? FAC is an ebook I wrote myself. I sit down and wrote. It is a book that you can finish in one day if you are hungry enough. You finish it in one day. But how do you go about FAC? Usually, I like giving things. If I give you something, I'll show you how to go about it so that you will not be stranded. You will know exactly what to do. If you go and take another part, that one will concern you, right? So how do you master FAC, right? The first thing to do, if you get access to FAC today, the first thing to do is to read it like once. Read it the way you read newspaper, just without thinking of remembering anything. Just read it and go. Just read it for reading sake, as if you are reading it to enjoy it. And FAC is going to be the book you enjoy the most, probably the skill learning book you will ever enjoy the most. Because if you start, you may not even want to stop reading it, right? Now, if you read it the first time, you master it, you understand it, right? You understand it to the core. What is going to be the next thing you should do? You give a day interval. The way I'm telling you this is how Gary Halbert, the best copywriter dead or alive, taught his 16-year-old son, Bon Halbert. When Gary was in prison, he was writing letter to him every day on copywriting lessons. And that is how Bond today is one of the top copywriters of the world and business owners in the world. Okay, the way I'm teaching you this, that is exactly how we teach you. And in history, there has never been someone that know how to teach copy like Gary Halbert. And me, from A to Z, is my complete model when it comes to business and marketing. So you give a day interval, then you start reading it again. When you start reading this time around, you should be paying attention to some details. And by this time around, you will start seeing some of the lessons that you have read before that you think you do not even remember them. You start seeing, understanding them one by one. Gradually, you start connecting it, right? Now, after you have read it for the second time, you give a day interval. Then the third time now, that is when you take your note. You take your note and start jotting. You start jotting key points. By that time, you're going to read it to the core. And even you, at that particular time, you'll be feeling you are a copywriter already. Absolutely. You will feel you are a copywriter already, right? Then once you are done with the third reading, it means this third reading should be within 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks, right? Probably if you are not very busy, in 2 weeks. I don't know. Me, my own situation, I can finish this thing in a week, right? In a week, because of how hungry I am for it when I got started and how badly I was willing to get results because I was fucking broke that time, right? So you should finish this within 3 weeks. Then what is the next thing to do? There is FAC videos. There are video guides, right? Those videos are part of extraction from FAC that I give some reiteration. Then you watch this video. There are 3 of them. I'm going to show you this evening before we close this period, right? You watch these 3 videos. After you have watched these 3 videos, then the next thing is step 2 is mastering the structure and connecting the ingredient to the selected pattern copy and how to do it. You see, I put how to do it so that I will remember telling you how to do it. So now that you have mastered it, you are now connecting it with some selected patterned copy. There are some assignments, 3 assignments that are there in the program. You are going to now, focus on those assignments, study the assignments, then you write the particular product that assignment is promoting. You promote the same product in your own understanding so far of the program, then you submit it in the Telegram community and tag the appropriate authority to review it in the Telegram community. Okay, so the selected pattern copy, the assignment, there's assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, right? You study it, you understand it, then you come up with a copy, you write a copy. Please, it is short copies, please. Even that one, they are short copies, right? You come up with that copy, then you promote the same product that they are promoting using that assignment or using your own understanding. Now, let me warn you from the beginning now. A lot of you will go and be writing some very useless headline. Don't do that. If you want to write headline, it is very simple. Go to FAC, the headline section. You see the headline that I talk about on how to start copy. You just plug in and you just remove one thing and plug in and plug out and put your headline. Don't go and be writing something that does not exist when you have a guide. So the guide is go to FAC, the headline section. You are going to come up with headline that makes sense. through that. What you are simply going to do is, let's say they say how to lose weight without going to gym, and you are promoting phone casing, or you are promoting iPhone. Now say, or you are promoting a guide that show someone how to buy iPhone. You're now going to say how to get the right type of iPhone without getting scammed. Plug in and plug out. That is how you do headline. Don't go and be writing nonsense. Okay. Now, that is how you do this assignment one. If you do assignment one, if they review it in the Telegram community, all communications after this webinar, after this introduction is on Telegram, all communications. Once you do the assignment, you submit, it is reviewed. They will ask you to effect some correction. You effect those corrections, you add it to your portfolio. Please make sure you effect these corrections before you add it to your portfolio. Okay. Then after that, you do the second assignment, you submit, get it review, add it to your portfolio. Third assignment, get it review, add it to your portfolio. By this time around, your 3 weeks is over. You should do everything that I mentioned in 3 weeks if you are not very busy. And if you are very busy, it should take you maximum of 4 weeks, which is 1 month, right? You have spent your 1 month. Now, there is what we call neurological imprinting. Neurological imprinting is like a pattern in which a child learns, right? A child learns by repeating what is said, and that is the pattern in which you follow to learn copy. What you are going to do is see those assignments, you write them out in your page using pen and paper on your book. Please buy a small exercise book and title is $0 to $500 copywriting. If you have a plan, a wish, the day that you wish to start earning, you can put it there, start working towards it. It is not by telling people that I'm going to become a millionaire very soon that will actually make you become a millionaire. It's by working, right? Trees grow in 2 places. They grow downward and they grow upward. It is the work that they have done downward that reflects upward. So you should focus on working downward, which is the night, burning the night candle, working on yourself. Then you get better and you get the result and people will see the result. That is how we should do it. So what am I saying? What am I saying here? Neurological imprinting, you write it, you study it to understand these assignments. Then you proceed to the next thing is you go to emails. When you go to emails, there is a whole lot of guides that I'm going to jump into the email section now. I will show you this one now. I'll show you now. But then there is something you need to start creating, which is what we call client acquisition skills now. This is the client acquisition section, right? You start creating a digital footprint. What is a digital footprint? It is like you are carving out a niche for yourself on the internet. How do you do it? As you are learning, whatever you are learning, you start posting on your social media, especially on Twitter, if you are into emails, especially on your Twitter, LinkedIn, and maybe if you do Instagram, you can do it on Instagram. Especially, you don't wait to become a professor before you start posting what you are learning. What you know, you post that thing that you think you know, that you think that it is small. There are many people that do not know it. So as you are posting it, right, the algorithm is triggering the kind of content that you are producing, and that is how it will be showing you relevant content, people that are doing something similar, and clients that are seeking for people in that niche. That is how it happens. Then another thing again is sometimes if you send message to client, call DMs. If you send call DM to clients, client will not be like, okay, let me go and check his profile. Then you come to profile and you see you are arguing Peter Obi and Obasanjo Abi Atiku, and you are saying you want to write copy for him, and all your profile, you have been arguing Peter Obi, Atiku, and Bola Tinubu. So how would that client hire you? So that is why you need to create a digital footprint. The next thing now is outreach, right? You start reaching out to clients using call DMs. I'm going to show you some video guides now then I'll also show you there are called DM samples that you should start using. So let me jump into the program. But before then, let me hear from you guys. If you have questions so far, let me give you this thing to be able to talk. If you have questions so far, we answer that question before I jump into the program. Okay. Okay. All right. Please, if you have questions, let's hear from you. Let's hear if you have something to say. Rather, it may not necessarily be question. If you have something to say, let's hear.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Good evening, Samuel.
I want to ask
Okay.
how many what's the duration of our training? Duration of our training.
Okay. The duration is until you start getting client.
Okay, all right. Then I want to also ask that the training. Are we starting like you just did a rundown of the program? So are we starting today or tomorrow?
You can. Well, you are going to get access to everything today. You can decide to start today or tomorrow.
Don't cry.
Okay.
Come and sit down.
All right, sir.
All right. So please, let's. If you have question, if you have something to say, please. Good evening. Good evening. Someone just said good evening. I can hear you.
Good evening. Sorry,
Yeah,
this is concerning Twitter post you asked us to do. I want to ask, what if you don't have a Twitter account and you just
It
want
is
to
easy.
create one?
It is
Is
easy
it
now. You
okay for
create one.
okay?
You create one now.
Okay, good day, everybody.
Yeah. Good evening, Jeremiah.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I've been trying to freelance for a while now. Yeah, and
Okay.
do you teach people on how to get clients on Upwork and other freelance app like Flex Jobs and other ones? Because
Okay.
I've
This
applied
particular
on
program.
Upwork and I've not gotten any clients for a while.
Okay. This particular program is like you do not attend our first webinar we had on Saturday
No, I did
or
not.
on Friday. Yeah. If
I
not,
did
we
not.
introduce. There is a complete Upwork course here. You are getting access for it free as well. It comes with Upwork package.
Okay, so and then is it only Upwork you teach? Are there because there are other freelance platforms?
No,
Like,
Upwork is just like I say, it's just like a bonus that comes with it. But majorly we use Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn to get clients.
okay, that's all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Good, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
good
evening,
evening,
everybody.
Hold on, I want to ask that. Sorry, just escape me.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah,
Thomas, is it
yeah.
Thomas?
Good evening, Mohammed. Yeah, I would like to
Yeah,
ask.
evening.
You said this
Okay.
training is going to go on till people start getting clients or people start making money now, as it were. So, how often? I imagine it will not be like you will be giving us this training every day till people, because definitely different people will start making money at different times, depending on how dedicated each individual is to the program. So how often are you going to be doing it? Once in a week? What time? Yeah, how often?
Okay.
Then also,
Okay.
sorry, please, I'm not done. Also,
Okay.
you talked about posting on social media. Are you trying to say one cannot keep a low profile? You whatever this thing it entails, you putting out whatever you're doing on social media. Some people are probably like introverts and all that. They don't want to put out. They censor the kind of things they want to put on social media. Maybe social media is just totally for social for them. They don't put out their business and all that. Like, is it compulsory you have to put out your stuff on social media before you can work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you say how long do we do it? We have, if today you are going to get access to the full program and you are going to get guide on how to follow it. Then we have a week, we have webinar 3 times a week. On Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right? Now, if you are unable to attend that of Wednesday, you should be able to attend that of Friday, or you should be able to attend that of Sunday. Now, Sunday is strictly for email reviews, right? Then then Thursday, Wednesday is also for email reviews. Then Friday is for assignment reviews, because email is more than assignment. So focus, give more attention to email, because emails are more plenty, right? Then this thing in the Telegram community, there are dedicated copywriters in the group there. If you have done your assignment or you have written an email, you just post the link, right, to the Telegram community, and then give access. Make sure you give comment access. Then they'll review your copy and give you and you go and edit it, and you go and effect the corrections. So it is like always there is activity going on depending on you yourself when you make yourself available. I hope that is answered, right?
Yeah, quite. For now, yes.
Then the second question is regarding keeping a low profile. You have to look at the business you are doing, and you have to look at the era. You are doing a business that you are working with not people in your community, but people that are staying in outside country, and you are not there. So how do you expect to think that, okay, you are not going to post something, you are not going to show that you have idea of this? Doesn't go. And if you insist that, okay, you are a strict person that it does not mean that you are going to be posting on social media every day. At least once in like 3 days, you post on social media on what you are doing, right? So that if you didn't sell yourself, nobody will sell you, nobody will help you advertise yourself, right? Then if you insist that is what you prefer, then you can go to Upwork option. Upwork, you don't need to post anything, you just need to register in the platform, use the guides that is available, then you get clients using Upwork. So these are the available options. I hope that is answered.
Yeah, thank you.
Good
All right.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
So,
Good day, sir.
yeah, good evening.
We talk
Yeah,
about
we are going to take 2 more questions, then I proceed with
Hi.
into the program. Okay, let's hear from Sir Matthew.
okay. You spoke
Samuel,
about
you have asked enough questions. Let others ask. Sir Matthew, you can ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
First of all, I want to appreciate you for this class. This is so intentional about you. And I can see you said this class is till you get clients. So definitely
Yeah.
we have access to time. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate. But
You're
my
welcome.
question is this. Like me now, I've been in this copywriting game of like 2 years now. So I want to know, do you
Okay.
know to create content on this Twitter, it has a strategy. So I want to know if all these content you're going to be creating, you're going to teach us how to create the content out there to draw our ID clients. You know, being email copywriting, you must have your own ID clients. You cannot sell to everybody, just as they have said. So that's what I want to ask. So thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, if you listen to me appropriately, you are posting what you are learning. For instance, you read about headline in a particular day, right? You can decide to write a tweet about headline. Okay, here is what I have discovered about headline. That the headline, you should focus on benefit rather than this. The headline should focus on this. So it is basically you sharing your experience. It's not something that someone can teach you. You understand? It is the reason why I say it is not a professorial writing. It is like you saying what you know, what you just find out, what you have learned. Or today I am going to read about headline. Simple as that. You are done, right?
Yes, sir.
It should be in the platform. But it should be in the platform that you are in the niche.
Yeah, good
So
evening.
we are going to take last question from Mobilaji, then we get it.
Thank you. Good evening, coach.
I have a question too, sir.
Thank you. Yeah,
Please, last question from Mobilaji, please. Every other person, you can hold your question maybe after the entire listing. Okay, we're
Okay.
listening to you.
Thank you, sir. Your program is highly appreciated, sir. God bless you.
You're welcome, sir.
For some of us that have been running a LinkedIn profile, which is radically different from this, because I am transitioning into this copywriting of a team. Will you offer us assistance to change our profile? Because I've been trying to take down that profile down, but they always call. They will be asking whether you want to. If you say you are not looking for a job, they will say, "Okay, are you hiring?" So I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know if you give us tips on how we can change that our LinkedIn profile to fit. I want to be known more for copywriting. I'm eager to be putting out stuff there. But how do I change that LinkedIn profile? I don't know. I hope we'll get tips from you, sir, to do this. Thank you very much.
LinkedIn profile is basically your bio that you change, as well as your about. What next do you want to change again, apart from bio and about?
Okay, bio and about, all right.
That is the only thing you change. What are you changing again?
But because the kind of feed you get, and they keep sending you, maybe you process something once. Anyway, I think I understand what I know where to go now. I'll fix it. I'll fix it there.
Just fix your bio and about, and you are done with every other thing. And it's not going to start magically. It's going to take, this is an SEO system. So it takes some time. Even if you develop a website now, today in Google, if you search that website, you will not see it. It has to take time. The same thing, if you change your profile now, you now start seeing it tomorrow that they are sending you jobs in copywriting. No, it's going to take some time, maybe 1 month or even 2 months before they will start sending you jobs on copywriting.
All right. Thank you very much.
So we are going to jump into the program, this thing right now, and I'll show you what you are going to get, how you will see it once the program comes. Okay. So let me get into my. All right. So once you receive the entire program, this is how you are going to see it. Okay. Section A is copywriting. Section B is email copywriting, email marketing. We're going to go inside them. Section C is client acquisition. Section D is Upwork. Okay. But then if you are completely new to the world of writing, okay, you need to come and watch these essentials. These essentials, you are going to see the apps, the free apps you should download on your phone, and how to use those apps to write. Because most time I use my phone to write. I only use WhatsApp, this thing, my laptop most time because of webinars. But if I want to write, it's my phone that I use. So how you are with the apps that you need to have it installed on your phone, how to create your portfolio with your phone, how to navigate around all those apps. That is what is discussed in this essential. So if you're completely new, you don't know how to do those things, you can go and get started here. Then after you have done that, then you now come to section A, which is the copywriting now. If you come to the copywriting, I told you about FAC, which I said the name has been updated to $0 to $500 copywriting secret. Then you study it as I discussed in the previous session. I'm not going to go over it again. Maybe if you watch this video later, you will hear it again. Okay? You study it the way I describe it in that place. Once you are done studying it, then you come to, you see, 0 to hero copywriting 001. Oh, it's here 001, 002, 003. You follow it. This is what I have said it in the other place, that is FAC videos. If you refer back to the video, you understand. After you have done with this, that is when you now come up here and check the assignments. Look at the assignment. You see the assignment, there is assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3. You deal with them the way I discussed previously. That is how you deal with them. You are done with section A. Now, if you are done with copywriting section, that does not mean that once you get into the emails section, you should completely stop learning about copy, because your clients are going to be discussed with you on the basis of copywriting most of the time. So that does not mean you should stop learning about copywriting. You see this PDF. This PDF is like a gold mine. Had it been, I have something like this when I get started, and it contained over 3 to 4 years of my jottings, right? Things that I need to learn, I should have learned in the beginning, and I will not waste time learning, suffering. That is what I compiled in that PDF. Just go about it the way I discussed previously. You are done with section A. Now, if you come to section B, which is the email marketing now. If you come to email marketing, the first thing you need to, I bring logo of my destiny here. Let me remove the logo here. Right? The first thing you need to do is to come to email copywriting section. Right? You watch the email copywriting section. In the email copywriting, see there is basics, there is essential campaigns, there is post-purchase campaigns, there is pre-purchase campaigns. If you come to basics here, for instance, right, you see difference between info and e-commerce emails, right? Email metrics and KPIs, you should know, right? Essential email collections. It's just like basics so that you have idea about all the things. You watch the videos, right? Then you now come to, you are done with basics. Then the next thing you come to pre-purchase. It's not all, the arrangement is supposed to pre-purchase, but because it is based on alphabet, it is the essential campaign that comes from. The next thing is pre-purchase. You look at pre-purchase emails. There's welcome series, there's abandoned cart, there's abandoned checkout, there's back in stock emails, there's browse abandonment, there's SAP abandonment. You start from welcome series, you maximum should be 200 words. I used to say it is the reason why the entire section here should take the maximum of 1 week if you are not very busy. And then if you are very busy, it should take you like 2 weeks. Okay? Then every email here, there is a video for it. Then there are templates. I remember I told you that for you to get started, to get your portfolio, there are past questions, which are the templates. There are templates. You use those templates to write your own template, to write your own sample and submit in the Telegram for review. Okay? You pick each of them and go over it, right? Then you come to that pre-purchase email, then you come to post-purchase, right? Post-purchase are like cross-sell, upsell, customer thank you emails, customer win back, replenishment, unengaged emails. These ones, most of these emails should be like 50 words, right? 50 to 100. No, it should not be up to 100 words, 50 words, because they are pretty very small. Okay, let me, for instance, let me check this upsell. Right, this one are different templates. Okay, let me check this one, for instance. All right, so if you look at it, it is a very, very, very small email. You see this one? This is just the email. This is just the email. Then no. Then this one is like the footer of the email, right? And that's all. No long English. This design, you will be worried that about the design. The design is none of your business. There are email designer. This is like the the footer of the email and the dimension. This one is clients that are going to add this one. It's none of your business. So the whole email. Okay, look at the email here. Portable shopper. This is the whole email here, right? Normal design is none of your business. Look at another part of the email again. So it's like around 50 to 100 words maximum. This post purchase. This is how it should look like. Don't go and write paragraphs. If you write paragraphs, nobody will be willing to read your paragraphs. Okay? Simple, and that's all. That is post purchase. Then you now go to this is cake abandonment. Then you now go to essential campaigns. We have discussed essential campaigns. Yeah, essential campaigns. Essential campaigns are something like bestseller, educational content, flash campaigns, right? For companies that don't use to offer discount that much, they used to send flash campaigns, holiday campaigns, product launch, referral, right? These are basically about it. Let's open, for instance, let's open one of them. You see, bestseller campaign. Okay, this is a video. Usually, I record a video of each one and talk about it so that you know how to go about it before you reach the template. So this is the entire email, right? You see, it's just graphic and very small email, right? Let me magnify it. So you just see how it is. Check out our top sellers, right? Tireless, jet setter. This is just the email. This you just talk about, and this is just the email. You are done. It's just design. So it is the reason why e-commerce email is the simplest to get started, and it is simplest to start getting clients because clients send a tons of email. That is how you go about everything here. Okay. Then the next thing in email marketing is Klaviyo guide. Remember, I told you that you should know the basics of Klaviyo. Then there is a beginner guide to Klaviyo. This is like an entire discussion on Klaviyo. Now, this particular video is around 1 hour 57 minutes. Now, here is how to study it. As you get started in the program, you can start watching the video. You can watch the video, but don't take it seriously, right? Me, the way I devise to learn things is in such a way that I don't suffer. As you start learning, you start doing other parts. Let's say you start reading FAC. You can just take one day, take 2 hours or 3 hours, right? And watch the video without taking it seriously. Next week, again, you can take one day and watch it again without taking it seriously. By the time you want to give it attention, if you give it good attention once you master it, right? Then this one is email design with Figma. This one is 12 minutes video. You watch this one, you understand this one absolutely fine, and you are done with email marketing section. So the next thing now is what? The next thing now is, I'm coming. The next thing now is client acquisition section. Now, this is where you talk about client. If you come here, if you come to this particular place, there are 2 important videos I want you to make. One, how to create an irresistible portfolio as a beginner. How to create an irresistible portfolio as a beginner. Then you come to here, client acquisition calendar. I make a calendar and guide you on how to strategically use that calendar to land your client in 30 days. If you stick to that calendar, you should be able to land your client in 30 days. First, how to create an irresistible portfolio as a beginner, then client acquisition calendar. These are the first thing you should learn here, right? Then the next thing is how to locate and message clients. They are here. You watch this one. Then how to, all of them, you can, this section, the whole of this session, you can finish it in one day, actually, right? Because the videos are short, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and all that. Then how to make a list of over 1 million prospective clients. You watch this again. Then how to create a powerful cover letter. This one now, after you have understood how to locate clients, how to create your portfolio, how to set up client, you have understood client acquisition calendar, then you can now, okay, how to write a cover letter. Some jobs, especially in LinkedIn, they require that you write a cover letter, right? If you have watched it, there are 2 cover letter samples here. One for beginner, one for advanced. You can pick the one for beginner and modify it each time you want to write your cover letter. Then the next thing is how to write call DMs to clients, right? How to write call DMs to clients. If you have watched it, then you come here, there are call DM samples, 2 of them, one for advanced, one for beginner. You can modify that of beginner each time that you want to get started. Then your client mindset, you can watch this one to know how the client think. Basically, I have explained this at the beginning of the program when we had webinar on Friday or Saturday. I've explained this, but you can come to watch it again if you have understood how the client, how do they think. if you know how to think, they think you can be able to hack into their system and get the best out of it. So basically, this is what you are going to do in client acquisition session. If you want to go to Upwork now, that one concerns you. That one is none of my business. The Upwork is here. You can go through it. It's none of my business. If you want to go there, that is for you. Okay. So basically, this is the introduction. Let's answer 1 or 2 questions, then we close. Okay. Please, we'll just take like 3 questions, then we close. Before then, everybody is already in LinkedIn. So all our messages, our communications, everything take place in Instagram, in the Telegram, not outside of Telegram, not WhatsApp. That WhatsApp group you are is just a temporary place, just for you to get this guide. This particular guide is what a lot of people lack, and that is the biggest problem that some people face when they get started with skills. So make sure you understand this guide. Then another thing again is that after this program right now, okay, everybody that joined this program I have recorded their phone numbers. So you should send me message with your most active email using that phone number. This should be Gmail, not Yahoo Mail, please. And also remember that you cannot change the email later. So make sure you are sending the correct email that you have access to and is logged in either the phone or the laptop that you are going to be using to study the program, right? So basically, this is it. Let's answer questions, 3 questions, then we close. Promise you are going to be the first that will respond to because you raise up your hand already. Then there is senior consultant. Then there is also this your name is difficult. They will also respond to Solomon Aguda. These 4 people will just answer a question and we'll close. So Promise, let's start with Promise. Okay, I'm coming. Let me grant you ability to turn on your mic. Okay, Promise, let's hear from you now. You can turn on your mic now. Okay, senior consultant, let's hear from you. Oh.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Promise, can
Hello,
hear
sir.
you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we can
Sorry,
hear you.
sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, is it Promise? Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you. Yes.
Promise.
Yeah, I can hear you. We are hearing you. Please
But
speak.
I'm very sorry. But what I just made it halfway. I don't know. I don't know what I'm requesting for now is whether you have the record of it so that you can just help me.
The record,
because I started it halfway.
I'm going to post the record on my listing. I'm going to post the record on my YouTube channel, and I'll send the link to group. But remember, it is going to take a while before Google will send me the record. So it's going to be like maybe tomorrow morning. I'll send the record to my YouTube channel. Then I'll send the link to group tomorrow. But after this program tonight, everybody should send me their email so that you get access to the full program. So then, senior consultant, let's hear from your own question. Yeah, in private message. Yeah, the WhatsApp I'm using to communicate with you right now.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, sir, what I want to ask is that because I know that with determination, depending on why the person joined the program,
yeah,
the person can catch up very fast.
Okay.
Depending on how hungry you are to know more about this particular copywriting job, remote job. But what I want to ask is that how are we going to set up a payment details that
Okay.
will guarantee them to give us money. That is my question number one. Number
How are
two,
you going to
I
receive,
have learned that,
payment? Right?
yes, number two question is that I have learned that some companies out there doesn't give access to Nigerians. Is there anything that you will give us? You will give us a foreign number, or you give us an access to any VPN that will change our location, because some
Okay.
companies will not receive Nigerians.
Okay. Okay. All right. So these are your questions, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first one question is regarding receiving payment. What you do is to go and create account with Grey. Grey is grey.com, right? You create account with Grey, or you use cheaper cash, or you use these are the two that I use basically. Any of my dollar account is usually in Grey or cheaper cash. So what you do is, if you create account with them, then you request for a dollar card. They used to charge, like when I create Grey, it was $2 that they charge me for dollar card, right? If you request for a dollar card, if you get approved. Actually, you use either NIN, or you use international passport, majorly, or driver's license. These three are accepted. Now, if you get accepted, then you request for a dollar card. If you request for a dollar card, they are going to give you a dollar card. You can now be using the details of that dollar card to receive payment. And if not that, and one thing about Grey is that they can give you account number of various countries so that you can receive payment using that account number in those countries. Then you can now be able to transfer whatever any day, you can convert it to Naira, and you can send it to your Naira account in that particular Grey. Then you can now send it from that account to your Nigeria account for you to go and withdraw with your card. Very simple, as simple as that. Okay. If you want to
Okay,
know
please.
how to
So
create,
what you mean is that Grey is recognized globally.
globally, is everywhere, right?
Okay,
I think it
like I
was
don't know how the thing came to my phone. Yesterday, I tried creating that account yesterday.
okay. Please, before you create that account, I want you to go to YouTube and search how to get verified on Grey in 2024. Don't just go and 2023 or 2020. No, these people, they update their things. Go out to get verified on Grey in 2024. Then you are
Okay.
going to see some videos, right? Any video that you see, before you watch that video, go to the comment section to see what people are saying. If people are saying that it worked for me, it worked for me, it worked for me, it's a nice video, thank you, it's a good video, that you watch it. Don't go and waste your data on someone that just come and say rubbish. Then the next one is, you talk about using VPN and all that. Okay, now a lot of people use VPN. You know, there are ways to get US phone numbers to use, and even in Upwork, you register a US citizen. But legally, this is not the best thing to do as far as I'm concerned. Why? Because one, it is like you are impersonating somewhere else. You are just claiming to be somewhere else where you are not. That is one. Second thing is, anytime that they request for you to verify your details, that is when sometimes you even have money inside and they say you must verify before you withdraw that money. That's where the problem is. You are going to lose your money, and there's nobody to complain to. Anybody you complain to will simply tell you sorry, or why did you do that? So it's better to use your Niger details. Now, you are saying that some companies don't accept. Yes, it's true. Some companies too don't agree to hire US citizens. Why? Because they say US citizens require for too much money. Some companies don't agree to hire Asians. Why? They say because there is excessive difference between their time in Asia as with their own time. So it is almost impossible for you to be 100% accepted, right? But if you master your skill, you are definitely going to find someone that is going to fit the particular criteria you have and get your job. So basically, this is what I will tell you. A lot of Nigerians are working with foreign countries, a lot. So why not focus on that? So I hope this has answered your questions. Then Matthew, you are the next person to ask a question. Oh no, it's always sorry. Please, Matthew, ask your question. Okay, how about Oluwele?
Yes.
Oluwele Kowe, ask your question.
Can I talk now, sir?
Yeah, talk. Let's hear from you now.
Can I talk now, sir?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity to be here. The first question you've answered it already from the lady, that's concerning payments, because I've been into affiliate marketing with Impact, ClickSense, and ClickFunnels. So I got paid through Payona and GigPay. But now that you said about grade, so I'm going to work on that grade to continue for my payment. Then lastly, sir, it's concerning my LinkedIn.
If Payoneer and this thing and GigPay is working for you, it's fine. I have used GigPay before, but it's been long that I use GigPay. These are the ones that I'm using currently. That is why I'm telling you about these ones. If those ones are working for you, it's fine. Just go for what is working already.
Okay, sir.
The problem I have with Payoneer is that you cannot withdraw less than $50 with Payoneer.
Yes.
So, and sometimes if you are broke, you have $50, if you convert $50, about 70K, no, it's more money with that now.
It's
you
true,
understand?
sir.
So
yes, sir.
that's my problem with Payoneer.
Okay, sir. Lastly,
So
sir, lastly is concerning LinkedIn. Like the lady said, senior something. She said something about LinkedIn. These people at times when they see that you are Nigerian, they don't want to accept. But you said it that we should keep using our Nigeria location. Fine, sir. Then lastly, sir, on my LinkedIn, I've already had other profile in my link bio, like affiliate marketing agency, advertising agency. Now, if I include email copywriter, is it okay, sir? Or I should open another one entirely for it? That's my question,
so
sir.
What I'll advise you is what are you doing on Twitter?
My Twitter, I'm into cleaning business. So my Twitter is full of people's building I've cleaned and the adverts I do. That's on my Twitter and my TikTok.
Okay. All right. What I'll ask, see, it is possible to create 2 Twitter accounts. I'll advise you to create another Twitter for it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can create second Twitter. So in that Twitter, you focus on email copywriting.
Okay, sir.
So that is what I'll advise you, because that affiliate marketing, if you are still doing it, there's no need to clean the profile already. There's no need to clean if you are still doing it, right?
Okay.
Then Twitter, since you are into something else in Twitter, it's better you create another Twitter and entirely focus on. But I wonder how you are able to do all those things, honestly. because me, I am someone that like to choose, like to go choose something and just not suffer too much and become a master in that thing. So much so that if you ask me anything, I'll be able to answer you in that thing. Even presently now, I am working on agency, and the agency is almost done already. But I'm going to choose only one niche to focus on. I'm going to any other person any other client, I will not work for them, only on that niche. And I'm reading books on that niche to understand the niche properly. So I think you guys here you are trying, it's not easy. So I think I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Listen to Solomon Abuda, sir. Please, can you? Yes, we are listening to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Thank you very much for hosting. I have 3 questions here. The first question is, you, because from your post that drove me into the class. Okay. I said from your headline that drove me into the class, and you said the program is going to last for 30 to 60 days, so it wasn't specific. So my first question is, how long, like, what is the duration of the program? How long is this thing?
Okay, now everybody that is here is doing one or two things. So you cannot be able to give specification for someone who is a doctor and someone who is a sit at home, right? Because the commitment is going to be entirely different, right? So it is the reason why I give range, so that you look at the category you fit on. There are people that are not doing anything. There are people that are in school. There are people that are working. There is a doctor here. She's here, right? She messaged me earlier. She's also here. So you cannot, the level of commitment is going to be different, definitely. So it is the reason why I mentioned from the beginning, I say you have to dedicate time. And I will give 2 hours to this program. Is not a specific time. You should choose in the first 2 hours in the morning, I'm going to give it to it. Or the last 2 hours of the morning, I'm going to give last 2 hours of the day, I'm going to give it. So you select time based on your availability.
Wow, very well. Thank you very much. And then my second question is, please, what's the meeting days? What are the specific meeting days? Is it every day we'll be meeting?
Okay. The meetings are 3 days: Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, right? Wednesdays and Sundays will review email copies. Wednesdays and Sundays, because email is more, is plenty. Then assignments on Fridays. Now, but every day that you submit your assignment in the Telegram, they are going to attend to you if you submit it in the group. But the webinars are 3 times in a week. So I hope that answers your question. So
It's all right.
the last
And then my last
question, I think, what is your last question? This question you are taking us back. We have answered this question here before. So what's your last question?
Okay, sorry. My last question is about mentorship. That's after the program now. Are we still going to receive mentorship from you for a good duration of time, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, before you
I have answered this
maybe
question.
before we
I've answered this question earlier, that you are going to be getting attention until you start getting clients, or if you stop attending programs, there's nothing we can do. That you are going to be getting attention until you get clients. Okay? But you can start, some people will just start 1 week and they stop. So you cannot go and bring them to the program. So, Sir Matthew, ask your question. You are the last person to ask question now.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And thank you, sir, for the privilege. Well, to me, I think I've raised the hand before, so I don't think this is what I want to ask. Will there be any advanced class than maybe if you want a personal advanced class than this one?
No, there's no advanced class. And I think advanced class is not necessary if you understood this properly. Except, of course, there is scaling. There are times that, okay, like if you go to my YouTube channel, go to success stories, you are going to see a lady that got her first client. Then I went on a live webinar with her, giving her strategies she can use to scale from the first client to second and third client, so that you start earning up to $1,000. You can see it there, you can watch it. So there is something like that. When you get your first client, because if you get your first client, it's easy to start thinking, I have arrived. You just start spending money and enjoying your life. No, that time it is time for you to start preparing on how to scale, how to get at least 3 or 2 stable clients in a month, so that you'll be earning sustainable enough for you to be able to do almost everything you want to do with your money. Yeah, we do that. When you get your first client, we'll give you a guide. So I think with this, we have come to the end of the webinar. Please send your emails. I'm going to message in the group now. Send your emails to my WhatsApp. Then I'm going to give everybody access this night before this night. Make sure you are in Telegram. All communications take place in Telegram. No, I don't message on WhatsApp. I will not be coming to WhatsApp to go and message you. No, all communications are on Telegram. The link, I have posted the link in the Telegram in that group yesterday, and the link will expire in 6 days. If you don't have Telegram, go and download. And I know that Telegram is not a common this thing app. Yeah, even me, I don't like Telegram, but then Telegram is the most convenient. So you get it, then you keep moving. So do have a wonderful night rest, everyone.
Thank you very much.